time on Adventure Drift, being landbound with Varuna in the boatyard for repairs. Ty picked up some work and we hit the road, driving across California and Nevada, exploring some pretty cool places along the way. We stumbled upon an internment camp from World War II, did some camping in the Sierras over Labor Day weekend, and caught a hot air balloon festival while passing through Reno.
Where are we in California now?
Middle of frickin' nowhere. I have no idea where we are. We're driving back to Ventura, in the middle of farmland nowhere. We happened across these guys flying these giant, like, remote control airplanes. Pretty cool.
So, I actually know the name of this airport.
Yeah, because you had Google Maps stuff.
I did. It's Buttonwillow.
Buttonwillow?
Yep.
Buttonwillow Airport.
So, if you ever want to work in aviation again, I'd like you to give me the airport code right now.
BTW. I think that's somewhere
I
else.
have no idea.
Crazy looking planes, like they look like real planes.
So we found these, right?
We're gonna go fly the drone over like this field of roses, and then we saw these planes off in the distance, and we're like, oh, there's an airport here, maybe we should fly the drone. We thought there were 3 real planes doing like tricks, like practicing for an air show or something, and it turns out they're these guys. Not very far west from the highway, while driving through farmland, we came across these aerobatic, remote-controlled aircraft. We stopped in for a break in the blazing heat to see what this encampment of tents and planes was all about. One of the largest jet events in the world takes place here the first week of October. The Best in the West Jet Rally will have over 150 of the world's best pilots showing off their skills. These pilots fly in formation at high speed, all while being controlled from the ground. Ty and I could not imagine how they were able to achieve this from a perspective hundreds of yards away. We continued across the San Joaquin Valley in the lower part of California's Central Valley, bound by the Sierra Nevada mountain range to the east and the Coast Range to the west. The Central Valley produces more than half of all fruit, nuts, and vegetables grown in the United States. 230 different crops are grown here, and it is the primary source in the United States for tomatoes, asparagus, apricots, and supplies 90% of the world's almonds. Large irrigation projects in the 1930s and 50s expanded the growing areas to cover the entire valley. However, as California suffers with extended drought conditions and with an ever-growing population, it remains to be seen what the future will hold for one of the world's most productive agricultural regions. So we just got back to the boatyard here in Ventura. Found Varuna. Looks like they don't have the new bowsprit in yet, but just about to go chat with them and see where they're at with it.
Okay, cool. Everything else fits all right? Goes right through here, no worries at all? Cool. Big. How heavy is it? The beast.
Yeah, it's 30 thing.
Yeah, it's better than the wood we had on there. So. And you have the rollers and everything. I know you were talking about the high. Where's the composite going to go? Is this going to be all up in here?
From like right here,
Yeah.
up under here,
Okay.
and then right back in this area.
Okay. How are you guys looking for time? Like when you think you got everything?
Well, once we get this, it's taking a little longer than we wanted. I wanted to be at this point on Friday, but we're a day out.
So the bowsprit is coming along nicely. It's almost identical in style as the original one. It's a couple of inches shorter and it's all stainless steel, and there's going to be composite blocking all underneath it as well, so no wood.
Yep. So we got really good news financially as well, with our insurance company agreeing to the first submissions from both the boatyard and the surveyor. So that means that the claim will be covered for the initial $7,000 quote they gave us, which we'll have to pay the boatyard out of pocket, and then insurance will reimburse us minus our deductible, which is $2,000.
So yeah, not as bad as it could have been. It's $2,000 nonetheless.
Yeah.
It could have been worse, and we haven't received the final bill yet. So we'll be sure to update you when we do receive the final bill, and we'll let you know what that cost is.
Yeah. The original estimate for time was 1 to 3 weeks total, but right here now we're at the 3-week mark, and they just have the initial fabrication of the bowsprit. It's all tacked together, but not finalized yet. One thing we found is this boatyard is extremely busy.
There always seems to be an oil services crew boat in the yard getting regular maintenance performed, as well as fish and wildlife, fishing boats, a National Park Service, and even a Navy missile recovery boat. It's just some of the traffic we've seen go through this yard.
All sorts of stuff.
The commercial traffic demands higher attention than a lonely little cruising sailboat like us, and we get that.
Don't they know who we are though? I mean, come on.
Right?
Yeah.
Get it done now.
They're very good at what they do here and thorough, and really want to see us happy with a strong and safe cruising boat.
And as the saying goes, Varuna wasn't built in a day or two, or her bowsprit for that matter.
It was time to set everything into place and check the alignment before we could finally get our new bowsprit bedded down permanently. We took advantage of the last few days of you having the company car for work and drove up to Santa Barbara, which is about 40 minutes away, where we're getting some packages from Amazon delivered. If we were smart, we would have just asked the boatyard and had them delivered here, because as it turns out, they're happy to let us ship stuff here. Of course, since we had a car, we had to have one final stop at In-N-Out Burger, one of our favorites for a great burger and nice and cheap. Our work on Varuna was finally all coming together, and there was finally an end in sight. The ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene was really tough for the team to dig through. So they were having trouble getting the holes through for the hose pipe and for the windlass.
So he's doing his thing there. He's got it fit nice, Danny. He's got that bolt in. He's got those back bolts in.
So at around 6 inches thick, and in some forms actually 15 times more abrasion resistant than carbon steel, this stuff was really tough to get through.
Yeah.
He's just chipping away at making the hole go all the way through.
Yeah, just burned your drill up though.
That's all right. Another one. It's smoking. Yeah, another one.
No, it looks good, eh? I like it. It cleaned up really well, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
looks
we're
awesome.
still going to do another clean with it.
Yeah. No,
And
that looks nice.
it'll have a really nice look. The main thing, we don't want the interference or anchoring here.
Yeah, that looks good.
He's been loving that UHMW, haven't you, Danny?
Alright, that's all for this time, you guys. Want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons. And if you'd like to join the journey as a part of our patron crew, you can click the link right over here.
Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. If you're not already a subscriber, click the button over here on the side. And make sure you give us a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. And leave a comment down below, because we love reading them, you know that. And until next time.
Bye.
Cheers.
If you do this. Still detecting me, why? There we go, it lost me.
So I just acted like a fraternity bloke and just started yelling out a whole bunch of Kappa Kappa Sigma Betas.
And I tried to disown you.
Where the heck are we parked?
Thorough. Say it Aussie, say thorough.
Thorough.